Mandatory Update Nights Holiday Special.
Hi, welcome to Mandatory Update Nights, Fast and Loose Holidays.
And I am here to keep it structured and rigid.
She's here to keep it structured and rigid, and we're here to keep it fast and loose.
Yeah.
Like the holidays.
Well, no, you don't want to be too fast and loose because there's a lot of drunk driving over the holidays.
True.
You gotta keep
Stay
it safe.
safe out there,
Safe. Yeah.
friends.
You can still have a good
enemies.
time.
I want my enemies to stay safe.
We wish no ill will
so
to
I
anyone.
can destroy them. Huh?
Who?
Yeah. Anyway, Elise has made up a list of things we could maybe talk about.
Yeah, I got some lists. I'm fanning the flames because it's so hot with
Woo!
this fireplace behind
What
me.
do you guys think of this? This set.
I had no idea what the tone of the show was. I get it now.
It's fast and loose. Have you not been?
Structured and rigid.
Have you not been on Mandatory Update Nights?
This is my inaugural Man Up
Debut.
Nights.
We have with us
Poppin' Ben's Man Up's cherry.
Benjamin Morehouse and Michael Hubesley.
That's coming.
Hubesley. I wish that was your actual name.
Hubesley!
Hubesley.
It is my name
Hubesley!
sometimes when Ian sees fit. When I have to bring the car around.
Yeah, he has to bring the car around.
Take you to Fatburger.
Have the man bring the car around.
to Fatburger again today, sir. Today on the show, we're going to start off by talking about 2014 gaming year in review. Ian, pay attention,
There's
Ian.
a hissing sound.
Pay attention. That's just the radiation from the medical room below.
Our sweet. It's an MRI. I don't think those
Yeah.
have radiation.
No.
But whatever.
I'm not kidding when I say this. I think all of us in this office have ADD except you.
Yeah.
Like you're the
No,
only
she's
one
got
that
the
can.
worst ADD.
You think so?
Yeah.
But it's like a power ADD.
She's got a power ADD.
She
What does that even
bends
mean?
it
If
to
she
her
doesn't
will.
have power for 10 seconds, she has to regain power.
Oh.
Which is rough because she's a woman and,
And
no
then
one
you
respects
all
her.
take my power from me.
In the office, yeah.
So,
No one ever listens to her.
favorite games of 2014.
Favorite games of 2014?
Huber.
Hubesley.
Hubesley. Evil Within
Good.
is just. I love that game. That's it. And Hearthstone.
Yeah.
No, there were a ton of games this year.
You
It's
guys.
easy to look ahead to the beauty of 2015, but 2014.
2015 is a shining
It
diamond.
had big and small and hardcore and casual. I feel like there was something for everyone this year.
Yeah. Also, just a quick note. This is airing the week after Christmas, so our GOTYs are still happening.
Yeah.
So we will not discuss the results of any of our GOTYs.
Spoilers!
Yeah.
Drive Club 1.
Oh, yeah. Best racing was a heated category.
Yeah.
Heated category.
It's controversial.
Controversial choice.
Yeah.
heard you
Daniel
guys
Bloodworth
talk
had
about-
to argue against himself.
I heard you guys talk about Wolfenstein a lot.
Oh, Wolfenstein. I love Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein is
You
my
guys like
favorite
Wolfenstein?
shooter of the year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easily.
I
Hands
haven't
down.
played it yet still. I should play it. I think I still have the work copy at
I think
home.
you would like it.
I think I might
it's an
like
Ian
it.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I might like it too. Omar liked it. Friend of the show.
Yeah, friend of the show.
Omar.
Omar is a gentleman and a scholar.
Gentleman and scholar. Best games 2014, go!
Shovel Knight.
Hup!
Shovel Knight.
Ho!
Bayonetta 2.
Bayonetta 2.
Why didn't
two.
you get
We're bringing out the juggernauts already. Wow.
Yeah.
a
Well,
dress?
no,
Best games of 2014.
bringing out something.
Bringing out-
Knots. Juggers.
Jugs.
I thought
Bringing out jugs.
breasts.
Yeah, she's
That's
a
it.
woman
I
in a
want you
game.
to address
It's a female in a
everyone
game.
and tell them why you pumped the brakes and you didn't give Bayonetta 2 a
Whoosh.
10.0.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about something
Pump the
else.
brakes.
Pump those
Pump
brakes.
The brakes.
I'm terrified a GOTY spoiler is going to come out.
Why didn't I give
Don't
it
do
a
it.
10?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I feel like the multiplayer was a little bit disappointing.
Woo!
Fun but short-lived. I also don't like that there are a lot of cutscenes where it's just still images and words. That seems
So it's
really
a point
weird.
one there and a point one there.
I don't know if it splits quite that evenly.
Some
But,
scathing burns on Bayonetta 2 from Ben Moore.
No, not scathing.
Nine point
It's
eight.
just-
Scathing. Scathing burns.
I'm sorry I pumped the brakes, everyone.
Pump those brakes.
No, I just
yeah.
love giving Ben a hard time.
Well, sometimes you get really, really exuberant about a game, and somebody else makes you pump the brakes. Like, I wanted to give Talos Principle like an 11,
Right.
but they talked me down to a 9.2.
Well, you know,
So
when
I
an
think
11
that's
doesn't
fine.
exist,
Yeah.
the brakes gotta come
The
in
brakes
somewhere.
gotta come
Well,
in.
I guess the reason we have like an editorial team is so we have checks and balances.
Checks and balances.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I can't give my game of the year a 9.8 like I
What's-
wanted to.
Talos Principle is your game of the year.
I think so, yeah. I
Over
think
Dark Souls
for
2?
me personally, Talos and Dark Souls 2 are pretty much pretty right there.
What is more intelligent, you or Talos Principle?
I defeated Talos Principle.
So you are superior. You are a superior being. To
I would say that we are equals.
I think Talos Principle let you defeat it.
Yeah. Talos Principle let me win. Well, that's the thing. There are still mysteries in Talos that I have not yet conquered.
So you have not beat it then?
I've beaten it
You have
more
not
than
solved the mystery.
I've beaten it more than anyone I know, but
That
I
game is
haven't
getting
beaten
tough.
it. I haven't beaten it yet. There are
getting
there are
hard.
some like New York binocular tourist things that I don't know what
viewfinder?
they're for. Yeah, and then there's
New
this
York
one thing that said
binoculars.
New York binocular. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking
Yeah, I'm
about.
talking about. It works. It works. And then like there's some weird red like no entry things that I don't know what they're for.
What's harder, Talos Principle or Daniel Bloodworth in a game of chess?
I've never played him in chess.
Okay.
I'm better at Go than I am at chess. For some reason.
Bloodworth brought donuts this morning.
Bloodworth brought
What were
donuts.
your biggest gaming disappointments this year?
Well, no, you tell us your favorite game.
Oh man, I love Child of Light. I loved Talos Principle. I loved
We know
Sherlock
what's coming.
Holmes.
There it
Sherlock
is.
Holmes
Sherlock
Crimes
Holmes.
Punishment. It was fun.
We gotta play that game. I gotta play that
I
game.
hope someone in this goddamn office will play
You have
it. I
got me
just want one
so
person.
hyped on it.
I'll
I'm
buy
100%
it.
playing that.
You could play
I'll
it
buy
tonight.
it
You probably
for
don't want
you.
to spend that much
It's-
money.
Okay.
But
It's so shitty because at least we'll say, "Hey, Sherlock Holmes, Crimes of Punishment." And we all go, "Oh." No, but she's serious.
Yeah. 100%.
You're covered in glitter.
yeah, I noticed that. I didn't
Yeah.
You
want
have
to say
glitter on
anything.
your face and neck and shirt.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's festive.
Yeah,
it's a holiday.
It's a holiday episode.
Try to get into it, you know?
Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, New Year's. We're covering all the bases.
Everything. Fast and loose.
Fast and loose. We celebrate all holidays by celebrating none of them.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's profound.
Be-
Did you
because
learn
you-
that in Talos Principle?
No.
Because you
Talos
got shut
Principle
down
learned that
by,
from
by
me.
Daniel Bloodworth, this was my way of cheering you up. Tried
Oh.
to look a little sparkly for you.
Shut down in my score
Yeah.
for Talos?
Yeah.
You're a
I
fancy
still gotta play
guy.
that game and
I am a
get footage
glittering
for my
guy.
review.
Biggest disappointments.
Biggest disappointments.
Alien Isolation. I was bummed. I couldn't get in. I gave it like 4 or 5 hours. Couldn't get into it.
It was especially disappointing for us because you and I had both played it prior to release.
Yeah.
And you guys
so
had
jazzed.
glowing things to
No,
say about it.
we like ran in the office and we were like, guys, Alien Isolation, holy
I'm
bruh."
like, they did it. They finally made a good Alien game. Nope.
and
The
you,
environments are so beautiful.
They
and
are,
The
they're
atmosphere
gorgeous.
is so good, and the sound effects and the design of the consoles, and yet there's just something about it that
You
didn't
know,
happen.
to be
People. There shouldn't
fair-
have been people, and there shouldn't have been androids. I wanted to be isolation. I wanted to be by myself. Also,
the
if
name implies
Yeah.
that.
Also, like the cutscenes couldn't run. The game like
They
didn't
finally
work.
fixed that.
Did they
the,
fix
the
that?
year of the patch.
Yeah.
It has finally been fixed. But actually, when they fixed it, they broke it even worse.
Yeah.
So then they refixed the fix.
Really?
Yeah.
Fixes need fixes this year. What is this?
I do want to say, a lot of people out there love Alien Isolation, so it could just be us being insane.
Here's the thing. Maybe now that it runs right, and maybe if I got past those stupid androids, the thing was like it wasn't hard. It was just irritating.
The androids never really go away, man.
I know
they only
don't.
get they only get
They only get
stupider.
more.
Can I tell
work-
you?
Yeah.
I was telling my husband that like Alien Isolation considered one of the most disappointing games of the year for GameTrailers. He's like, "What are you guys talking about?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Everybody loved that."
Yeah.
Same. He said the same thing about Smash Brothers 3DS because I was like,
That
nobody
everybody
wants to
loved
play
it?
Okay,
it.
that
Yeah.
that is all. The Smash Bros. 3DS thing being disappointing is 100% Kyle Bossman and Michael
Well,
Damiano.
that's true.
I don't know if that.
But do you have any interest? I had no interest in 3DS. I'm like, I don't want to play it. I only want to play this game on the Wii U.
No, it's like Power Wheels or a full car. You know, I want the car.
Yeah. But like the game was limited by the fact that it was on 3DS, like no ice climbers or whatever. Like they aped it to run on 3DS. So like it's a 3DS game ported to Wii U, in sort of. Like you could consider it that,
No,
right?
no, because
mean-
there are so many things in the Wii U version that aren't in the 3DS
Are there?
version.
Different
Yeah.
version.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think they are. They could be treated as separate versions. Hearing that no ice climbers is because of the 3DS, though, like Nintendo.
That's right, isn't
They
it?
just have to roll your eyes. and say,
Beloved
Yeah.
fan favorite Ice
Ice
Climbers.
climbers.
Wombo
They got
Combo.
Villager in there.
My pick, you'll agree with.
Yep.
Controversial pick, because I was extremely hyped. I know a lot of people weren't hyped, and I think that's why the reception was also better than maybe, I don't know, Shadow of Mordor. bummed me out.
Dude.
I was so hyped
We're getting
on it.
into this argument
Yeah, we're getting
again.
into this.
Here's the thing.
I understand that it's Mordor, but like, I did not enjoy being in that environment one bit. I know that's a BS complaint, but when I play games, I want to enjoy where I am. I want to enjoy what I'm doing.
Well, and
the combat was just so
boring.
bland. The nemesis system, while
Seems awesome.
great in theory, never really amounted to anything because you could just kill everyone so easily. Talon is so
But that's the
overpowered.
weird thing is like, yeah, out the gate, I couldn't lose. Like I was just mash square, kill everything, done.
But do you guys like the Batman games?
I don't like.
I
I don't
love
like.
Batman.
That's the thing. I don't.
Love
I don't like
Batman.
that. I think that style of combat is really like. I feel really disengaged. It's just watching things happen. I don't
No
feel
way.
like I'm
It's
in
so
charge of
dude,
it.
you do a Batman challenge room, those awesome challenge ones when it's like 100 guys in the room and they all have different attack patterns. You feel like Batman. You have to feel the dodge, feel the timing, the punch, the pop, pop, pop,
Okay.
pop.
I mean, I
Love it.
haven't played a Batman since the first one, but like to me, it felt more like Assassin's Creed, where Assassin's Creed is literally just push a direction, push square, kill it.
I put it in the middle. Assassin's Creed being the low end, Batman being the high end. I put the Mordor combat
When I
somewhere
started
right
dodging,
in the
it was fun though in Mordor.
I
middle. You love the game.
I don't love the game. I think it is a really good game that has some serious problems in it.
Yeah.
I did like being in that world. I liked how much I could do at any given time. I really, my thing for me is I'm big about progression in games, and I feel like as I was leveling my guy up, the abilities that I was getting, it was hard to choose between them because they all felt useful in different ways and did make me change my approach slightly. It is a super easy game, and I think you're on point that the combat is often mindless. Yeah. I think it can get better. I think like there are some orcs where it'll be like, this power level is way higher than you should be fighting it at. I think if you purposely challenge yourself, it can be a little bit trickier, but 90% of the time, yeah, you can breeze your way through the game.
Yeah. I just
What
like
about-
ran into an
But
encampment.
you admit
and
that
killed
it's a good game.
Yeah, it's
You
good. It's
finished
good.
it.
I just didn't
Did you
enjoy
finish
it
it?
as yeah.
Jesus.
Maybe you'll like Shadow of Mordor 2.
Exactly. That it made me so
They'll
hopeful for
refine
the
it
next
for
one.
you.
Yeah.
I
What
thought
about
it-
you? Biggest disappointment?
To be honest, Hearthstone, my lack of knowledge. To be honest, this is like it seems like a silly one, but Valiant Hearts, I had so much hope for, and it was just really, really repetitive, and I didn't
That game
finish
looked
it.
like a drag out the gate.
Well, I thought that it would be like this really poignant, maybe like emotional game, and it kind of was to a degree. But then I'm like, these puzzles are just simple and boring, and you know my elevated taste in Sherlock
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Only the best puzzles.
Only
creme de la creme of the puzzles.
Yeah.
War never changes.
I really like Valiant Hearts.
Yeah.
You're like brown, huh?
It's like Mordor's
Tan.
brown.
moving
Tan,
out-
gray, brown.
Speaking of tan, gray, brown, I thought it'd be interesting to talk about 2014 GT year in review.
What a
Our
wackadoo
company.
year.
Whoa.
It's been a crazy
What a
year.
wackadoo year.
Man,
Chaos.
February, I think it was February 7th or 2nd, I might be wrong, but mandatory update born.
Huh?
Mandatory update.
Which
happened-
day?
started this year.
Yeah, let's get a round of applause for that.
Mandatory Update Nights also started this
Yes.
year.
Wow. Yeah.
3 episodes ago.
I just want to
Is this our
say,
third?
Yeah.
as a fan of the show, seeing how much Mandatory Update has changed and how
Yeah, wow.
good it's gotten over time,
It's
I think
gotten
that's
a
really
lot better.
impressive.
Yeah,
I think you
we-
guys should,
Episode 47 comes out, I guess, first
Well, it
episode of
came out-
2015.
Well, yeah,
it hasn't
you
come
should
out yet.
you should probably put it to bed, but it's been a good run.
Yeah, 47 comes out on January 3rd, so we had 46 episodes in 2014.
Yeah.
That's almost one a week.
Well, we started in
We
February,
started in February.
too.
I mean, it is one a week, I guess, technically.
I
We
mean-
did have that one week where we did that clip show.
Yeah.
And then the one where we had a special message.
Don't-
One of those silly
People don't need to know
Seinfeld
this.
Friends
Yeah.
greatest hit lazy episode.
But it was funny because it was like the best of the worst because we
Yeah.
only used the first 10 episodes. Like they were all trash.
We need to save those for later clip shows.
Yeah.
The good episodes. But
Yeah.
it's funny, like, we had talked about the idea for Mandatory Update like a year
A
before.
year prior, yeah, to that.
And then Jeremy Hoffman, who was my boss on GTTV, I think he knew shit was going down with the acquisition.
He said he knew he couldn't get you a title change or a raise. So he said, make this show.
He said he wanted to make sure that I had a job.
and then maybe we'll have a chance of not getting fired when we
And-
get acquired by.
He said to me, he's like, I want you to host it and then produce it, and we'll do auditions for your co-host. But Ian basically said, I'm going to co-host it.
Well, here's the thing, because it
Well,
was our idea.
idea.
It was
yeah.
our idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we were the ones who said, let's rip off Weekend Update.
Yeah.
So,
But it's been a fun ride.
it's been a lot of fun.
And you guys have done characters and stuff and been a huge part of
Fantastic
it.
Always a pleasure.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure.
If stay tuned, I don't want to give too much away, but our big year-end, I guess also year beginning, the next week's episode of Mandatory Update, we've already done it. It's a treat, and Michael Huber plays a special role
Special role.
in that episode.
What are we talking about?
Huh? This comes out on Christmas week.
Yeah.
The episode that comes out on the 3rd.
What the hell role does he play?
I can't.
What
He
episode are we?
hosts the guy.
I thought you were talking about something else.
No,
I'm getting
Jesus.
confused.
Oh
You're gonna have
my
to go
God.
back and put.
No. We play it fast and loose. We play it fast and loose.
No wonder the show's so bad.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
Well, it's a wonder that in the Defy acquisition, they wanted this show.
Yeah.
But yeah, we
It's
got
a
bought.
good show.
We got
I
bought
don't
by
know.
Defy this year.
We got bought by
And it's
Defy.
where
Lost
we are
a
right
lot.
here.
Right after E3. Well, the beginning of E3, they were like, hey, guess what? You're all getting fired after E3. Have a good E3. And then that happened. So 12 of us came over, and we lost a lot of good
Lost
people.
a lot of good soldiers that are deeply missed and talked about very often.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
like, but
Could
anyway,
have
like,
lose some more of the
yeah.
fat.
Well,
Could've
dead
trimmed the
weight.
fat. I'm kidding. You're one of my favorite people.
They don't pay me. I just hang around.
Yeah, we can't get him to leave.
Have you ever heard of Ben the intern?
Just a fan, super fan,
Just a
Ben.
fan.
Rob
You're one of my
Slusser.
favorite people.
Got rid of Rob Slusser. He was
Slusser.
a big part of the show.
When is
Yeah.
he? When is that reunion?
I don't know. I
happening?
haven't talked to him.
That needs to happen.
I like
Bring
got
him back.
one email from
Yeah.
him, and then I like tweeted at him and never heard back from him. But
Maybe
everyone-
he's like doing some other job. I mean, his brothers have cool jobs,
Yeah.
so maybe they hooked him. I don't know what he's doing now.
every once in a while I'll see some like really weird, obtuse tweet from him, and I'm like,
Was the last thing that we did in the show hose him down and then we never saw him again?
Yeah.
That's insane. We're awful people.
I know.
I love it.
Tabletop Adventures also started this year.
Yeah,
Beautiful
we've had
show.
14 episodes of that, but 12 of those were D&D and 2 of them were Fiasco.
Fiasco.
Brainchild of Ben Moore, super fan.
Super fan.
Super fan.
Yeah, Ben, I don't know if I've told you this, I wanted to play D&D my entire life. And you have made it a reality, so I thank you for that.
A lot
because
of dreams come
it
true
is
and a lot
so
are
fun.
crushed with Tabletop Adventures.
I mean, if you guys didn't make such fantastic characters, it wouldn't work.
Sometimes I worry that Lilia is too, like, I don't know, but I think I'm true to her character. So.
Spoilers, you turned into a mouse and escaped some
will have-
demonic
that will have
warlock.
already-
That
was
was
so
already happened.
awesome.
That already happened, but
It's
yeah,
so cool.
that was fun.
We had a Super Smash Brothers tournament in
We
the
did.
office with a major upset.
Oh,
yeah.
man, what a moment that was. It'll never be
First,
forgotten.
you're talking about
we
me
show
and
that?
Kyle,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
We could if I wanted to edit in this show.
What's
but I
so
don't.
Fast
funny?
and loose.
Fast and
So
loose.
in the first round, Ian beat Kyle, knocking him out of the tournament. Prior to that, for about 4 hours, Ian just complained and complained
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
complained.
I don't
Having
like
to be in the
this.
tournament.
Oh, why do I have to fight Kyle? This is
is
ridiculous. I
BS.
want
4 hours.
Chance. Yeah, for 4
Hours.
hours you did that.
I don't know if that's accurate.
And then you
But here's the
knocked him out
thing.
of the tournament.
I was they do this weird thing that apparently is a thing in sports, but I don't
This was a
understand it.
Bossman choice.
Splits? What was it called?
Something like that, yeah.
I don't remember what the bracket was.
None of us know what we're talking about, but like you do a thing where like we played 2 rounds where like it put you in a position, and then the
Seeds.
highest
Seeds.
seed,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the highest
Yeah.
seed was Kyle, and the lowest seed was me. So for some reason, in some twisted logic, that meant that we had to go up against each other. I don't understand why that makes sense, but I beat him, probably just through a fluke. I was
Well-
Zero Suit Samus and he was Jigglypuff.
No,
He's
you're just
Jigglypuff.
better than
Jigglypuff.
him.
Who?
You were just a better
Jigglypuff.
Smash player.
When Kyle plays him, he's Jigglypuff.
He was Jigglypuff, but I think in Smash Brothers Wii U, Jigglypuff keeps rolling. Like, I
No,
think he has this.
he was just blaming it on that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that just
Kyle
a buzz?
Bossman.
It's a buzz, yeah.
Bossman is a classic. It's the controller.
Yeah.
The controller
I
is
don't know.
broken.
Kyle seems to me like he takes responsibility for shit. He'll just be like, yeah, I've messed it up.
Yeah,
losing to
he
Ian
owned
in the
up
first
to.
round of Smash. I don't know if anyone
That was
could own
a
up to that.
fucking upset. That
It
was
was
huge.
pretty hilarious.
Because I thought Kyle had it locked. Like
He
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
You guys don't know Brad as well as I do. I knew Brad had a
I've
lot.
played against
Did Brad
Cal
win?
in Melee though, and he's really
I
good.
lost to Brad immediately
He's
after.
so
that.
good.
I beat Matt Blair, so I'm good.
Yeah.
We got to partner in a big event, Indie Games Live, which Ian and Andrea hosted, and we talked to a bunch of indie devs and showed off their games, and hopefully we do more live stuff like that.
It was fun.
That
It
was
was a lot of
awesome.
fun.
Yeah.
Brandon was supposed to host it, but it was his wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
So
Congrats,
wedding,
Brandon!
indie games.
So I
Watch
what?
out, indie games
Yeah.
community, because apparently love triumphs indie
Yeah.
games.
No.
But you did a great job.
That
It
was
was
fun.
cool. And now we have like all these indie devs in our pockets.
Yeah.
Greasing
like-
some palms.
Greasing some palms.
Send us some
Matt
codes.
Gilgenbach.
Matt Gilgenbach's great. He's
Yeah.
the dev behind Neverending Nightmares.
We need to get Ben engaged in this conversation.
You didn't go.
I'm just thinking
Is
about
that right?
I'm thinking about all that sweet indie money that's keeping us afloat.
Yeah.
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 Greasing our palms.
Greasing our palms.
Filling our
Huber,
coffee.
that's the thing. People accuse it, like people. I mean, this happens with all gaming outlets or whatever. But people are always like, "Oh, you got paid to review this
Yeah.
game."
No, the best
Oh,
one.
You got paid to review this. The
best
like,
one
that
was
never happens.
The best one was
Not
for
here,
each.
anyway.
For each 0.1 is 100,000.
What?
So someone was like 7.8 was only 7.8 million, I guess, to throw in his pocket. So-
What I love is
If we got paid $7.8 million to review the Wind Waker, we would have so much better shit
I know.
at GameTrailers.
they can't accept. It's like whenever you give something a high score, they're like, but when you give something a low score, and this is always my favorite response because it doesn't make
Someone
any
else
sense.
paid you?
Right? No, they're like, they must not have paid him enough.
Yeah.
What? Think about that.
Yeah.
They paid us a little bit, and so as
But it wasn't
punishment,
enough.
Or when you give something like, I don't know, I'll just say like This War of Mine or something, you give it like an 8.5, and then they're like, well, if this was Call of Duty, it would get a 9.
Right.
Yeah. Like, well, if this was a better game, it would have gotten a better score.
It's like, well, no shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, my favorite is when like people accuse us of being like, because I mean, some of us, I'm a Sony fangirl. Like I like Sony way more than Microsoft, just because I do. I had a Genesis, and then I've had PlayStations since.
I'm so apologetic for Nintendo.
Right,
Can
and
I-
like
can I ask you a
Nintendo is a
question?
solid system. Microsoft just never been my bag. Like I don't like the aesthetic of
Do you-
their systems.
Do you think
What does that
human
sound?
beings that prefer Xbox over everything else are just inferior
Now,
creatures?
you use the word human beings there.
Right, yeah.
Do you
Let me
think-
qualify
Do you
that.
think they're inferior
Kidding.
creatures?
I don't
I'm
know
kidding.
that
I
people
like
who own
Xbox.
a Microsoft system are human beings.
Oh.
No, I think everybody, whatever. People like what they like.
You should.
I mean,
yeah.
No, it's true. I mean,
Yeah,
in my
nice nice
experience,
backpedaling.
no.
I'm just
In my
kidding.
experience, like in college, was when I played a lot of like Halo and stuff, and like I got called a lot of bad names on that. But I played SOCOM on my PS2 or whatever, and that was like one of the first. You had to put the network adapter into it,
Yep.
and then you had the headset or whatever. I got called some horrifying things by some 12-year-old from Kentucky. So it's just like. I think that competitive multiplayer is just not my thing.
I
Because
hate
people
online
say
multiplayer.
real weird
Love
stuff to
them.
each
I wanna
other.
ask
hate
Ben.
What do you
online
think
multiplayer.
that kid from Kentucky is doing today?
He was tactically gifted. He might be in the military or something. Like I don't know. He was telling everyone on the team what to do, and we were doing okay. So
just calling you horrible things.
I mean, yeah, he would pepper in some real euphemisms, but
Ben Moore,
yeah.
I review a lot of games, you review every game.
Oh my god.
Just about every game.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
What do you want to say to the viewers just about your review process? If you could just tell them one thing, tell them where you're coming from about reviews. And when you sit down and you try to review a game,
You got
what is
glitter
your
behind
message?
your ear.
Especially this year, I've noticed that I still think. I think if you are a reviewer that is like, I do things this way, I'm always going to do it this way with every type of game, you're wrong. I think the game industry is changing so much that every single time I do a review, I try to think about it a little bit differently. And I think there are some times where I came out on the wrong end of that. You know, there are times where I'm like, I took the wrong tone here, or I didn't communicate as well as I would have liked to. So I think for me, the biggest thing is every single time I do a review, I try to be better, I try to be clearer, I try to be, like, I think something big that I learned is you can be negative without sounding whiny and complaining. And that took me a while to learn, I think.
what
and
happened
I
to
just
your
want
mic?
to say,
Your mic's
Did it
laying on the
drop?
ground.
Oh no.
oh no.
It'll be all right.
Hopefully Hopefully Huber's mic picked up.
Yeah, it's pointed at him.
I'm gonna slap a compressor on here.
You reviewed a lot more games.
Yeah,
this
I just
year.
want to say that we work for a video game website, but we are just fans of video games, regardless of party lines, of Xbox, of PlayStation. I too prefer PlayStation, but I am a fan of games in general.
I do not consider
regardless of
myself-
what side you're on.
Do not consider myself a video game journalist. I make media that is related to video games.
We're video game entertainers more than
Yes.
anything.
What I will say about the people that review games for the site, though, and this sounds like so hallmarky, but every single one of you is always completely honest, and I see like the struggle people go through in trying to decide on that final score, and no matter how ridiculous something seems, it's coming from the heart, even if it's insane.
Every time.
So.
Couple other big moments. Huber brought the fucking hype all year. Huber is amazing in his ability to get us all excited for games and to get us all like passionate about games.
I try.
And he
Too much
played to
sometimes.
live and he lived to play
Yeah.
all year
year.
round.
I'm actually upset with Huber because there were at least a dozen times this year when I would come into the office, he'd be like, "Yo, Ben, come over here." I would go and I'd watch this thing and be like, "Is this insane?" And suddenly I'd be like, "Yeah, it's pretty cool," and then I'd buy it.
Like, Ben, you gotta get WildStar. We're gonna play WildStar.
And then I bought WildStar.
You
Like, I already
convinced me to
quit.
buy a couple of games this year too. Like I bought Warlords of Draenor, played it for like 7 minutes, and I was like, "This looks like it's 10 years
It
old."
was insane because I feel like we had a committee. We were telling you about.
I know,
all the
everyone was
differences
saying it. I was like,
You're
"Yeah, that could
"Yeah,
be
sounds
kind of
pretty
cool."
And then when you
Then I'd
were
buy
playing
it
it,
all.
I could just tell how unimpressed with everything you were.
You like called me over. You're like, "Look how beautiful this environment was." I'm like, "Ben, there are like 9 polygons on the screen right now. This looks awful."
I have this flaw though, where if I hype something, and someone doesn't get hyped, I feel bad. I'm like, well, why aren't you hyped? Why are you not excited for this? Like, what is wrong?
You're a hype junkie. You're a hype junkie.
Huber does that to me with movies, like, because
Yeah.
we sit next to each other, our cubes are next to each
At
other.
least, why have you
and
not seen?
I just hear Willems, Whiplash. Have you seen it? Or there's
You
a new trailer
refuse
for
to see
something.
Whiplash for some
Yeah.
reason.
I think it's gonna make
See
me feel
it.
really bad. I think it's
it.
gonna,
Why?
because it's just.
J.K. Simmons,
I love J.K. Simmons.
classic. Drumming.
Elise, you have amazing
Rhythms.
film taste. That's
Thanks,
why I
Huber.
recommend.
I will see it. I will
Whiplash.
see it on some point.
The best way I could describe Huber is there's a couple of times where I'll just be sitting at my desk trying to write or do something, and he'll just come up to me and he won't say anything. He'll just like start shaking me.
Yeah, Huber does a lot of this.
And then he'll just walk away.
Before the merger, because I am very hands-on,
Yeah, very
especially
hands-on.
when I get hyped, I like shaking people. Brandon Jones got super serious one day. I went into his office, was getting pumped, GTA 5, and he gets all of a sudden super serious. He looks at me, he goes, "Yo, I don't mind it." Or he's like, "I know it's not malicious or anything, but like, can you please just not touch me?"
Dude, sometimes when Brandon gets serious,
Yeah.
it's just
It's
like
so
it's
intense.
Like, it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause he's so
Whoa.
nice.
Yeah.
well, because usually he's nice, but he's also like not disengaged, but like he doesn't.
He's in his zone.
He's not like hands-on on a lot of things. So when he
Yeah.
does it, you're like, oh
yeah, I
something
crossed the
must be
line.
real fucked if you're.
So
getting-
I've never touched him since.
when you first
Yeah,
started,
when you first started,
when you
you were
first started, we
touching
were all like,
everybody.
"Who the hell is this guy? I don't even know his name." And he just
touching
came
all
into
of
my
us.
office and went like this to me without saying anything, and then ran off. I was
Instant
like,
kinship.
I was like, "Who the fuck was that?"
Instant
But
kinship.
then when you left, we were all so sad.
Yeah,
We were all
"Where's
"My
that weird
God,
molester
Huber."
guy?
And we're so happy you're here. Another person,
you're like
though,
a best
that
friend.
someone we have to say goodbye to, though, at least not for too long, is Michael Damiani.
Oh, he's going to Texas.
He's going to be telecommuting from Texas. And
Moving to Texas.
I'm really sad about
Still
that.
working for the website.
Yeah.
I think some things have made it seem. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
we
beautiful.
were all acting like he's dead, but he's still
yeah,
making
he
pop
still
fiction.
works for the company. He's just moving to Texas.
Yeah.
So we'll never see him again.
He's gonna go grease the screw attack pumps.
Yeah.
yeah, and then get a job for them.
Is he Rooster Teeth? Is he?
Yeah.
Is he still going to be Skyping in for GT time? Do we know?
No, I think that's a rotating seat now.
Well, we love you, Damiani.
Absolutely.
GT time
Love
plays
you.
plays it tight and slow.
Tight and
Yeah.
stiff.
Real
We're
tight
fast
and, slow.
and loose.
Yeah.
Fast
Suck it,
and
boss.
Rigid and structured.
Bossman.
But
Yeah, you're making me uncomfortable with all this structure.
because
Moving
we're,
down the
we're
list.
almost through it.
Moving
We're
on.
almost through it. We're
Christ.
scrolling down to page 2, Sam.
Yeah, why is there a big arrow?
Crawling
on
to
your-
the
Because
end.
I sent this to all of you in a PDF,
Yeah,
but
it was
obviously
gorgeous.
someone
It was
didn't read
gorgeous.
it.
I looked at
It was
it.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
It was
I
gorgeous.
glanced at it and I sent you an email saying we got to play this fast and loose.
My first question is, how did you make that arrow?
Did you
I'll show
put
you
that
later.
arrow?
I got ways.
It's
put the arrow?
professional.
No.
You put that arrow.
One
on.
time,
put the
okay,
arrow
I was
in.
sitting,
Show
I was
them the
sitting at my
arrow.
desk, and I was checking my email, and I must have been doing it in the most inefficient way possible because Elise started freaking out. She's like, "You know, you can do that. No, if you do it this way, it's no." I feel like she knows all
Trying to
of
do
these
Photoshop with
tricks.
Elise in the background is infuriating.
No, even better. We were outside of the stage, and there's like all these shelves of arts and crafts and
say
like
that with love.
office supply materials, and she was like, "Oh, I love office supplies." And like opens the doors, starts grabbing paper clips.
It's been a great year at TT, you guys.
I feel like Elise has really suffered with Tabletop Adventures because
I love
for
tabletop.
like 4 weeks I was like, "You got any pencils?" I think I took all of your pencils.
Oh yeah, I had a huge.
And then Hogger breaks the pencils.
Hogger broke
I
a
had a
pencil.
wad of
It
pencils.
was a
and I
pipe
blew
at
my
the
wad
time.
on
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
guys.
Huh?
I'll buy you some
Said I had a
pencils for
wad of
Christmas.
pencils and I blew my wad on you guys.
Oh. Got all over.
I think it's time to talk about 2015.
Uh-oh.
Forget the past. I don't
Do we
care
think
about
No
the-
Man's Sky is going to come out in 2015?
No.
Probably not.
Hell no.
Yes,
2016
I
will be, you think so?
do. Yeah.
It'll be playable at E3, come out by
Yes.
Christmas next year?
It'll be out this summer.
Woo!
Summer.
Really?
Yeah. They're getting.
Nobody's
they're getting,
played it yet,
I know.
Ben.
Nobody's
6
played it.
months.
It wasn't
they're
even
getting
playable
ready.
at PSX.
They're getting ready. It's coming out of the gates.
I don't think so.
Ha.
I do not think
Coming
that
in.
game's
I mean,
coming
I
out.
guess I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised either way.
I'm never wrong about these things. Summer 2015.
Silent Hills
Good luck.
2016 at earliest.
At earliest.
Yeah.
Maybe not even then.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah.
read through some game names that are coming out or predicted to come out next year. You guys give me your rating 1 to 10 and then a little exposition. Okay?
This is getting
like what we think
dangerously
the-
Bossman rigid here.
Resident Evil HD Remastered.
10. It's my favorite game of all time.
Dying Light.
0.
0.
Grim Fandango Remastered.
10.
Yeah.
6.
Like a 9.
Evolve.
Like an 8. Solid 8.
4.
8, 6.
Yeah.
The Order 1886.
10.
8.
7.
Love that world.
Bloodborne.
900. Game of the year, all years.
Battlefield Hardline.
0.
6.
6 or 7.
Batman Arkham Knight.
50.
9.
Definitive Batman experience coming
2.
your way.
9.
Tokyo Twilight Ghost Hunters.
Never heard of it.
10?
Like the name. Yeah, for the name.
Name sounds
7.9.
good.
7.9.
Probably a 7.8.
What else is good? Final Fantasy VII port.
Oh, 2? It's been out since 2012.
Invalid.
Yeah.
entry.
Data not found.
Halo 5.
8.
Like an 8.
Yeah?
Nah, I'm not gonna play
Are
it.
people going to be as pumped about Halo 5 as they have
It's
been?
an
about-
event. Anytime a Halo game comes out, it is electric. It
I
is
think
hype.
343 is highly
Rinse and
damaging
repeat.
that brand.
Rinse and repeat with that series.
Yikes.
I love Kiki
Shots
Wolfkill. I
fired.
think she's cool as fuck.
Who the hell is that?
She's,
Wolfkill.
I think she's a producer.
That's
on
the
Halo.
greatest
She's
name
343.
I've ever
I
heard.
know.
That is an
She's a
awesome
really
fucking
cool
name.
lady
Kiki
too.
Wolfkill.
Well, she's a very cool lady.
What's her middle name? Like Jetstream?
It's a, I don't know.
Yeah, I now like Halo more because
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna buy an Xbox One. I'm not.
Hellblade. That's the
5.
Heavenly Sword.
9.
Yeah, I'm pumped
Ninja
for
Theory.
that.
Oh,
is-
hell, wait,
yeah.
I was thinking. I'm sorry. I was thinking of the Techland game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Yeah,
wrong.
10
9.
even.
9.
No.
9.
Ninja Theory is the
My bad. I was
best.
thinking of the Techland
I don't
game.
know
King's
anything
Quest.
about that. What?
9.
Yeah,
King's
9.
Quest will be like
9.
8 or 9 for sure.
Mad Max. Is Mad Max going to be good?
The
game?
trailer,
Yeah,
the
the game.
game trailer.
I
was
have no
pretty-
idea.
8-7.
Yeah. Like
Yeah. The movie's gonna be a
Okay.
frickin' 10.
Yeah.
Have you seen that trailer?
Yeah.
Good lord.
Ridiculous.
That was the most intense. Don said that if he'd gone to the theater and the second trailer had been the movie, he would have been satisfied.
I haven't seen this.
Oh my
Oh, you
god!
have to see it, Ben.
Oh
Dude,
my god.
It's the best trailer I've
Yeah.
seen in a long
Yeah.
It's
time.
ridiculous.
It's really, really good.
It'll blow you away.
But not as good as maybe Mario Maker.
I'm
Like a
actually,
7.
I'd play that.
8.
Ooh.
It'll be solid.
It lets you make Mario games.
Here's
let
the thing,
Ben
though.
review that.
You'll do
What's
it.
wrong with an 8?
You'll do it for like an hour and then stop.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make levels nearly as
some of
good
us
as
have-
Nintendo.
Sorry, we have some creativity and we want to. Yeah, you guys are.
You're
I'm
not
no,
gonna
I'm no
do it.
Miyamoto.
Yeah, okay.
I want a master to craft me a level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
done. Done.
Ben
Ben Moore-san.
10 more playlists.
Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain.
10.
1,000. 1,000.
Better than Bloodborne.
Oh yeah, way more.
okay.
Bloodborne is also a
I'm
10.
way more emotionally
Bloodborne is a-
invested
is
in
a
the Metal Gear.
12,000.
I'm way more emotionally invested.
I didn't realize what scale we were using.
We're
I
on
didn't
the 1
realize
to
we were on
10.
the 12,000.
No, we're on the
scale.
1 to 10. But
Persona-
Bloodborne can rise above.
Okay, here we go.
Metal Gear.
Here we go.
Persona 5.
How high can you count?
Infinity.
Is Chie-chan in this one?
Does it? Well, she'll make an appearance.
Oh, okay.
How do you know?
Because
Is she gonna be a mom?
I'm gonna be reviewing the game. They know how to get to me.
Grease.
Is it set? Do you know how long after 4 or anything?
I'm
It's set?
going in blind.
Woo,
Media
media
blackout.
blackout. I hope it's set like 100 years in the future and they just haven't revealed
This
it.
is such a
something
lie.
crazy like
There
that.
is no
I just
way.
want to go to the bathhouse.
So if I told you right now there's a Persona 5 trailer, you wouldn't
Not
watch
me.
it.
With all the male characters.
Yeah, the men's bathhouse.
There's no way you're not watching.
I hope you
every
can play as a
trailer.
girl.
There's no way.
I don't think
I
you will be
will
able
bet
to.
you. Let's
There's no
bet.
way what?
Let's bet.
No way what?
There's no way he's not watching the trailers when they come out for Persona 5.
Haven't you seen all the trailers? You're
There's
watching
been
the
like
trailer.
one teaser
When the-
trailer.
There's
when
been
the
like
real-
one and then a longer one that's
No,
basically the
no,
same as the
no.
first
There
one.
is no way he's not watching.
You're watching
the
that
trailer.
trailer.
You're watching the
You're
trailer.
gonna
Take a bet right
Don't.
now.
You're
If
gonna
I-
run screaming through the halls
Yeah.
of GT.
Man up's bet. If I break,
We do
my
not bet on
oath-
this show.
Yeah,
okay?
no.
All right.
Yeah, no bets.
I mean, you
Whoa.
can bet. You can bet, but we're
You
not
can
going to
make
hold you to
a
it.
wager.
Yeah.
I would like
a
to make a-
gentleman's
a
wager.
Gentleman's wager.
Gentlemen's agreement.
Yeah.
Yes.
We enter into gentlemen's
What if I
agreements.
break my oath? If I break my oath, what is my punishment?
You have to
You-
run naked through the halls of GT.
You
Done.
cannot play Hearthstone for 2 weeks.
oh my God!
2 weeks.
The
Not a week
stakes
is
are
too
too
easy.
high.
A week is
Back
too easy.
away. Back away.
What if we back it down to 1 week?
All right, a week. Gentleman's wager.
A gentleman's wager.
Okay.
Quantum Break.
10. 10 out of 10. Cannot
Reasonably
wait.
a 9.
I'm skeptical.
I
of
love
that.
Remedy.
Skeptical, but I'm
I
interested.
love
Here's the thing.
Stanley.
Here's the
Reasonably
thing.
a 9.
If the
so
show
pumped.
is good,
Yes.
if they do it,
They're taking a chance.
it'll be incredible.
Everyone always underestimates Remedy.
best.
Don't do it.
What else
Yep.
have they done?
Max Payne, Alan Wake.
Oh, yeah.
That's about
So
it.
good.
Alan Wake.
That's
all
about it.
right.
Alan Wake is so
I had
good.
high hopes for Alan Wake.
It's all right.
It is so good.
I gotta play that.
It is incredibly
Is it
detailed.
out on a real system?
PC.
Moving
Do you-
right
have you-
along.
This is
Moving right
questionable.
along.
Alan Wake.
Moving right along here.
The TV show is the villain's perspective for
That is
Quantum
cool.
Break.
That is cool.
Guys, we gotta move on.
Moving
Rise,
on.
Rise of the
Apparently
Tomb
we have to
Raider.
move on. No, fuck that.
7.
6.
0.
Splatoon. Splatoon is fun
Maybe
in
nine,
yeah.
a local
Yeah,
multiplayer setting.
absolutely.
Splatoon is gonna be really
I
fun.
think it is going to be a strong 9.64.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Star Wars Battlefront. That game showed
Ooh.
big.
8.5.
Ooh, yeah.
That game
8.
showed big.
It didn't show.
At E3.
It was like,
It was like a
here's some Star Wars
screenshot.
stuff.
Yeah.
Star Wars is always going to test well.
The kids like it.
The kids love the Star Trek. Legend of Zelda. Wii U.
If you can play as a girl, Link, 10.
I'm going to say 10 out of 10 regardless.
10 out of 10. It's Zelda. And
If you
it
can play as
is-
a boy, Link, 8.5.
It is
Our scale
an
is
event.
between 8 and 12,000 right now.
Our scale's between 1 and 10. 3 games rise above. That's what I'm saying.
If it rises above the tripe that was Skyward Sword, then I will love it.
Who are you?
Skyward Sword. Let's talk about this later.
Girahim.
Do you think
boss fights?
do you think
the
Skyward
best.
Sword is gutter trash?
I do not think it's gutter trash. I do not think it is a good Zelda game.
My God. I never played it.
You should, so we
Nah.
can hate it
You know, whose,
together.
you know whose favorite Zelda is Skyward Sword?
Kyle Bosman.
Okay, that's incorrect.
Scum Bossman.
Ah,
Duh.
that sounds like the kind of guy who makes a boring podcast with less yelling.
He makes a good podcast.
What is that?
That's my yelling.
Oh,
But
okay.
I just did like a sing-songy voice.
Oh, okay.
Majora's Mask 3D.
No, who cares?
8.5.
8.8.
Yeah.
9.0.
9.0.
These are all
0.9.
arbitrary numbers.
Might as well not
It's
pump
a
the
9.
brakes.
Yeah.
I should have gone for a 5-point system on this.
Yeah, well,
But-
I know.
Tom Clancy's The Division.
That's the open world
Yikes.
one, right?
Ask me a month ago, a 9 or a 10. Ask me right now, like a 6 or a
Why?
7.
Yeah,
What
it's a good
happened?
thing she's
asking
Ubisoft.
you.
Ubisoft.
Look, wait, watch out for that map clutter. Let's
Wait a
have
minute,
1,000 things to do.
Hey,
about-
hey,
what
why
about-
don't you climb this tower?
Yeah.
It'd be really fun.
Yep, let's go climb some towers. Watch out for those bugs.
Yeah. Maybe 3 months
I
after
feel more
release.
cynical when I'm around you guys.
Yeah.
We play it fast and
Very
loose.
true.
This is a safe
civics
space
game.
You can say whatever you want.
Uncharted 4, A Thief's End.
1,000.
10.
Yeah.
I'll watch
Oh
someone
my
play
God.
it.
5 plus 5.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that
the thing
gameplay
is,
demo?
I'll watch my husband play this game. I ain't gonna play it
I'll watch
myself.
my husband play it. It's a TV show.
The Naughty Dog.
You'll watch my
haters
husband
over
play
here.
this
I'll watch
game.
your
Yeah,
husband
they-
play
The
it.
old Naughty Dog
a little
haters.
bit
That
butthurt.
every
Hey,
game
no.
has to be
Hey.
high art, and I gotta play the
I
game.
like
I
Crash
can't watch it.
Bandicoot. I like Crash Bandicoot.
Talos,
I like Crash
Principal.
Bandicoot.
I like to play my games, not watch them.
Well, yeah, no shit. Everybody
wrong?
does.
Yeah.
Be the medium you want to be.
What
They
is
can
a
be
man?
Don't even
I'm
say
sorry that we're intelligent and like to have fun and
Don't
enjoy
even-
things we
you
play.
can't even argue that to me because I'm telling you that Telltale and Sherlock Holmes are my favorite
Yeah.
games this year.
Those are
Come
literally
on.
TV shows.
Come on.
Xenoblade Chronicles 10.
Whoa.
10.
You mispronounced that.
X.
Xenoblade? Is that what
We
it is?
say cross.
Xenoblade Chronicles X, please.
Fuck me.
Because it's really like the fourth Xenoblade, right?
Wow.
Which Xenoblade is it?
Fuck you guys.
That game
Which
is
Xenoblade is it? I'm
The
asking.
second one.
Xenoblade Chronicles
Oh wait,
X.
isn't Xenogears? No, that's not related.
No.
No, it's made by. Okay.
I thought they were like tangentially in the same universe, kind of.
We don't have time for a
It's the
Japanese
second-
history
Sure we do.
lesson.
Sure we do. I'm actually curious about
easily,
this.
easily a 10. Easily a 10.
Wait, is it in the same universe or not?
No,
I don't
right?
have time to sufficiently answer this question.
They're kind of related though, aren't they?
They are not really related.
Spiritually connected.
They're connected in some way, or am I crazy?
There are themes.
Thematically
There
connected.
are some thematic themes.
right,
Sure. There's a
Suikoden 2.
reason it's called Xeno.
Yeah.
Yes.
Suikoden 2. Or Suikoden.
Is not.
How do you
related to
pronounce
Suikoden.
it?
I know it's not. I'm just saying
Right.
new subject.
Anyway,
I'm jazzed that came
Xenoblade
out.
Chronicles is an incredible game. There's no reason this one won't be equally incredible.
You're incredible.
A game that we all liked at PSX, but it could come crashing down horribly Until Dawn.
That game seems like it'd be fun.
It's gonna be a
7.58.
fun-
It's gonna be fun.
7.58.
It'll be. Here's the thing.
Slasher movie.
It's the same. Yeah. If you like a B movie, like a
I
B
mean,
movie.
if you like watching your
I
game.
if I got into a room with
Here's the
you
thing.
lovely, horrible
yeah.
people, I would have a good time with
Here's
you.
the thing.
Extreme the whole
Until
thing.
Dawn doesn't pretend to be something it's not.
No,
Yes.
it doesn't.
Yeah. It is a movie.
It's got
always-
that
and you
slop.
play it.
I
Yeah.
always appreciate when games know what they are.
Whereas like
and
Last of Us
they're
is
clear about it.
Like
Right, Last of
pretending to
Us.
be a game.
Oh God.
Don't do this, Ben Moore.
Moving on.
Yakuza 5.
I do want to play the Left Behind.
Is it getting
10.
hot in here?
Yeah,
Or is it just me?
There's a
10.
fireplace behind us.
This is
10.
going to be a nutcase year. Good
10.
God.
Easily a 10.
Easily
Well,
a 10.
these
I
are
know nothing.
Finishing the story of the Dragon of Dojima.
The Dragon
Here we
of
go.
Dojima.
Finally coming to
I
America.
wish I was as cool as him.
The final entry. I mean, you count 0 as a prequel. 10 out of 10.
You people don't understand how good you could.
Yeah.
People don't understand.
Spiritual successor to Shenmue. Play it.
And on a high note here, Yoshi's Woolly World.
You forgot one very huge
What
game,
game?
after Yoshi's World.
What?
The Witcher.
Oh, did I?
The Witcher 3.
Did I? I didn't mean to.
No,
she forgot it
it's,
intentionally.
it's some
skipping
kind
over
of
some
ploy.
Some kind of ploy.
Some kind of ploy. What do
You
you
know
got
what?
against
Playing
The
us.
Witcher?
Ian, if I didn't have these papers, we'd have nothing to talk about.
You're right.
What do you got against The Witcher,
It
at
worked in
least?
Vegas.
That was a different place, man.
Yeah. And also, it's not true what stays in Vegas, happens in Vegas, stays in Vegas. We all got a fucking cold from Vegas.
Yeah.
It came the fuck with us.
So wait, so we all gave our scores. You didn't give any scores.
Yeah.
Top 3 most excited next year.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Son of
Let's hear
Sherlock
that,
Holmes.
Elise.
Well, if Legend of Zelda comes out, that's my number one I'm
Legend
most
of Zelda,
excited
number
for.
one.
Did you point at Ori and the Blind Forest?
The one right below that.
I will play Persona 5, Ben. I'm excited for No Man's Sky if it comes out, Zelda if it comes out, Grim Fandango I'm going to play. Life is Strange, which we talked about
Life is
today.
Strange.
What's
yeah.
that?
It's like,
It's from it's from the people that did Remember Me. And
underrated little gem there.
That game had cool art direction, but I
did.
heard it wasn't great.
It wasn't.
I
tried
really
both.
like
things are
that
true.
game.
But it's like this episodic thing. It's like people are describing it as Twin Peaks meets The Walking Dead.
Meets
like-
Gone Home.
Oh!
Yeah, where
Yeah.
like you play as this girl in high school and you have time travel capabilities and you need to find your missing friend.
What is it called? Life is Strange?
Life
That
is
sounds-
Strange.
Is it like a
That
point and
sounds
click
cool.
like Walking Dead?
There's like some kind of reversal
I
of
think
time
I think
mechanic.
it's point and
Sounds a
click.
little
It's like
Remember
an
Me?
adventure
Yeah.
game.
Weird.
Yeah.
I wish I could get you guys to play Deadly Premonition. Speaking of Twin Peaks.
I just downloaded
That
that.
shit's free
PS
on
Plus.
PSN right
Just
now.
got it.
Who dat? Come in.
Oh,
It's
hey,
Joey!
Hey,
Joey,
Joey.
come on our show.
Say hello.
We're shooting right now. You left the
We're
door
live.
open. Other guy!
Other guy, yeah,
There's
say hello.
Joey.
Fast and loose.
Playing fast and loose here, Joey.
Need to grab this if that's okay.
I don't care what you do.
So, in conclusion, there's a lot we're looking forward to next year, but there's no guarantee that any or all of these games will come out next year
Don't
because
say
everything
that.
gets delayed
Yeah.
like a mofo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Phantom Pain's not coming out.
Also, most of those games will probably be broken.
Yeah, oh yeah.
No way. Kojima doesn't release broken games.
That's
I
true.
didn't
Sean
Kojima
Murray,
Pain
Sean
specifically.
Murray
Yeah,
is
'cause
not,
Phantom Pain is coming
not
out in
breaking a
2016.
game.
Dude, there's no way that game's not gonna have bugs.
Yeah, that
No Man's
game-
Sky is going to be like
know.
you're gonna just like find a planet that's made of
Bugs.
missing
Oh,
yeah,
a planet made of bugs.
made of
Download-
missing
Download
like,
No
whatever,
Man's Sky,
textures.
and it's just Minesweeper.
And then they're like lol love Peter Molyneux.
I'm still convinced it's
yeah.
going to be the greatest art experiment of the 21st
That game doesn't
century.
exist.
No.
Wow.
It's just some like corporation that's
Yeah.
their marketing scheme, and we'll find out later it was all
I-
a lie.
I just hope
Lot of
it's
optimism.
not a Destiny situation. If you can just reel in the
Yeah.
hype and the expectations just a little bit, take one step
They're
back
doing
from
it
No
for
Man's
themselves,
Sky,
though.
it is going to be so cool.
But are they?
It's going to be a
hype-
cool
like,
game.
They're just promoting their game like everyone else.
We
and
went
then
to
everyone
a concert featuring footage from the game with a band
And it
playing
was
the music.
amazing.
It
It
was
was
pretty good.
amazing.
It went on for a while, but it was amazing. The imagery just like the first couple of things had new pictures, and then the rest was just like random
What
stuff.
if,
from
what
the
if
game.
No Man's Sky was just you're on some planets,
And then
you
fly to
gather
another
some
planet?
resources, you go to another planet, you gather resources, and you're just trying to get to the center? What if that's
Here's
just the
my
game?
Here's my thing.
Would you be happy with that?
I'm
I mean,
worried that
if-
it has too much in it, like
if-
too much game in it.
If it
I
doesn't
want it
change
to
my
just
life,
be what you
I don't
do.
care.
If it's not the
Nothing-
greatest thing of all time?
Right.
What
Yeah.
does change? Did any game this year change your life?
Yes.
Hearthstone.
Yeah, I am in
Besides Hearthstone.
now personal debt because of Hearthstone, so my life has changed.
Besides Hearthstone,
No,
though,
I didn't. It didn't actually.
in an emotional like, did anything happen that mattered this year?
Yeah, for me, Evil Within
Yeah.
made me just fall in love with games again and again and again every time. Every time I booted that.
Did that love ever
sucker
go
up.
anywhere? You love games.
I know.
I think there are 3 games.
It brings it to another level. It's like a shot in the arm. You know, you get a good game you love, and you just go, bah!
I think there are 5 games that have emotionally changed me in my life.
Ever.
Let's hear him.
Metal Gear Solid 1,
No.
Dark Souls,
No.
The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time,
Uh,
Half-Life 2,
uh.
and strangely World of Warcraft.
Great list.
Can I ask
sad.
you,
Nerd.
Sony guys, a question?
I am impartial.
I'm a game
Can I
guy.
ask the Sony fans and then
Any
the
and all
impartial a
games.
question? Sony's kind of shown their cards, sort of, for 2015, and they've said they're going to announce more stuff at E3. Can Xbox make a comeback next year?
The
Like-
Black Friday price drop was the most genius move of all time.
I mean,
Brilliant.
they were just making up for lost ground. I think.
It worked. It worked so well.
Yeah.
They closed the gap quite a bit, I think.
I think if Microsoft keeps chasing after cool new experiences like Sunset Overdrive, absolutely. Like, I am so curious on how Scalebound will turn out. You know, and
Quantum Break!
Phantom Dust. You know, I think Xbox is heading in a good direction.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll see any kind of like press conference or something from them in the spring, since Sony just did PSX and now it's like 6 months till E3?
I think they'll have a little bit more tact. I think they'll wait. They will have an Xbox event, but I don't think it'll feel like a response to
Yeah.
PSX.
And I think it's It all comes down to one game, you know. It's kind of like a Nintendo thing. When a Mario comes out, or a Zelda comes out, or a Bayonetta 2 comes out,
Yeah, the Wii's
people
killing it
just
right
buy
now.
that for that game. I bought a Wii U right when it went on sale. There was Bayonetta out and Mario that I missed. I think if Xbox just comes out with a Halo 5 or a Gears of War 4 or whatever it may be, there it is.
Everyone,
It always comes down to that one
everyone
game.
tell Michael Huber to buy Bayonetta 2.
I will.
Buy Bayonetta 2.
I'm just
If there
borrowing
was-
his copy.
If there
Buying
was
it.
a Metroid,
Yes.
I would buy a Wii U without hesitation. I would walk into a store and buy a Wii U.
You swear, if there is a Metroid
I already
for Wii
said
U,
I tweeted out during the Game Awards that if the last thing that Reggie kept teasing was a Metroid game, that I would go on Amazon that instant and buy myself a Wii U.
I didn't know Metroid meant that much to you.
I like Metroid.
Metroid means a lot to everyone.
Yeah.
Oh no, Super Metroid
I
is
know.
a perfect game.
If there's a
it's a perfect game.
If somebody made another 2D Metroid, like actual Metroid,
I'm gonna cry.
oh my god.
Make us Metroid this year.
All right,
me
I
Metroid.
have a question for the panel, real quick. What is a better game,
Oh, God.
Super Metroid or Castlevania Symphony of the Night?
They're
I
both
see.
perfect.
I think Super Metroid. I'm not as big a Castlevania fan as you guys are.
One vote for Super Metroid.
I say because of the music, Symphony of the Night is the tipping of the scale.
Here's the thing. Those are two of my favorite games of all time. Symphony
Play
of the
Fast
Night
and Loose here.
Symphony of the Night gets it for me just because I really like the pixel art. I think it's amazing. The music is incredible. I like the weapon variety and the armor variety, and then it changes the way you play and look. And the inverted castle is just like mega awesome. Like you can't. That's just ridiculous.
What about you, Ben?
Marble Gallery.
I like Samus as a character so much more than Alucard,
Well,
That's
yeah.
very true.
but
Yeah.
I'll get back to you.
You gotta do it. Gotta do it. Fast and loose.
Fast and loose.
We're asking
I'm
a
gonna
hard
Gun to
pick-
your head.
I'm
Fast
gonna
and
pick
loose.
Super Metroid.
Boom. 2-2.
That's equal.
Tell
That
us
means
in
they're
the
both
comments.
perfect.
Tell us in the comments which you think
Yeah,
is the better
we'll
game.
add
And
them
we'll
all
tell
up.
you why you're wrong.
We're gonna add up all the votes, and whichever one has
real
more is
answer-
definitively better.
No,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
real
right.
answer is this panel.
Right.
They're both equally perfect. I think
So
that,
are you.
I think Symphony of the Night
Yours?
is a little on the easy side, and Super Metroid is better. Like the pacing
I'd
and
agree.
difficulty curve is better.
the Ridley fight in Super Metroid is so
Yeah.
good.
I
So
like
intense.
Super Ghosts and Goblins. Ghouls and Ghosts more than both of them. I'm sorry. Yeah.
You're being facetious, right?
Partially. Sometimes I'm
What do
just
you
in the
mean
mood.
partially?
Sometimes I'm just
You
in the
think
mood for that
Super-
Super Ghouls and Ghosts.
You think it's better than?
It's not better.
What is wrong with you,
sometimes
man?
I prefer it over both of them.
Well, I'm really sad to
It's
see
so
you.
fun!
I'm really sad to see you
All
leave
right,
GameTrailers.
It's
we'll
so
continue.
fun.
We'll continue this discussion later.
It's Super Castlevania 4? Come on, the tone of that game?
Yeah, but it doesn't control.
Yeah.
its
It's got
time.
that
know.
dirty vibe. It's,
You were-
Symphony of the Night's too clean.
You were
Nah.
really good
Too
in Philly for a while.
clean.
You were.
It's a beautiful game.
Well, that's it for this episode of Mandatory Update Nights.
Is it?
Happy New Year.
At least you've been an excellent host.
Hell of a host.
Thanks
Take
a lot.
that, Bossman.
Can we get a round
I
of
think-
applause?
I think this was a good panel that didn't really need hosting because everyone was
Besides, we're both the
very
hosts.
forthcoming. Yeah, we both
No,
hosted.
no.
You're a great host.
Hey! Whoa!
It's like just when I think I'm getting like too structured, rigid, Ian like brings me back
Yeah,
around.
that's
He
true.
loosens me
It's
up.
a real mommy-daddy vibe.
Yeah.
It is.
Like she's the strict disciplinarian, and I'm responsible for the unconditional.
Good
We're
love.
the kids.
Yeah.
All right, kids.
All right, we're gonna
Put you to bed.
Around.
Good night.
Good night.